For people who live in the UK, is it just me who's experiencing this? Not only is shopping insanely expensive now, like grocery shopping, but when you go to the shops, the quality of the stuff there is just terrible.
The cost of living crisis in the UK has reached an all-time high after shoppers were seen scrambling over the reduced items in a Morrison's.
I know that the prices of things aren't going to come back down. I know that they're only going to stay the same and continue to increase. But every single thing I see in the shops nowadays, I'm just like, how much? How much? I remember when it cost this much.
Fuck me, Lidl's even getting there now. Look at some of these fucking prices now in this place. Something for the ladies, £4.29. You'd have to win the fucking lottery to afford that shite.
Where on earth am I going wrong? Food is just astronomical. It's inflated now weekly, and I'm really starting to notice it. And since when was a top-up shop £50? £50? I'm not even joking.
But how the frig are people just getting by? Like, you can't even have a bit of hot chocolate or a bit of coffee without it costing the friggin' earth. Like, what the actual?
What is this? What is this? What is this? Are we still going to be able to afford food at all?
Audi, I've got questions and I need answers. Why is the box so big and the food so small? Why is the box so big and the food is so small?
We are seeing middle-class families going to food banks. They're going to the yellow sticker section in Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrison's. Honestly, the UK is absolutely finished.
Lidl, count your days. Count your fucking days. You were my go-to, my first love. After today, never. We are finished and over.
Trolleys full of food again. Absolutely full of food. This is insane. And this is not left for food banks. People said in my last video, this is left for food banks to collect. No, it ain't. This is out for the rubbish.
So milk is obviously an essential. For a average milk, the 2.27 litres is £1.45. For that. Bloody hell. I don't think I need milk anymore.
I don't know, is it just the UK? Is it everywhere in the world? Is everywhere cooked? Or is this just a UK thing? Because boy, I'm tired of this.
7.2 million adults in the UK can't afford proper meals, yet we're chucking out 9.5 million tons of food a year. That's enough to feed 30 million people.
Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the first episode in our new series on the rising cost of living in the US. Have you noticed how expensive everything is getting? Grocery prices keep climbing up week after week. Bread, milk, fruits, and even pasta. It feels like nothing is truly affordable anymore. And what is the most frustrating part? Why families are struggling to put food on the table. Tons of perfectly good food is being thrown away every day. It's shocking, isn't it?
Is anybody else really struggling to catch up with the cost of everything these days? And I'm not talking about just like how unaffordable things are, but just mentally. I know that the prices of things aren't going to come back down. I know that they're only going to stay the same and continue to increase. But every single thing I see in the shops nowadays, I'm just like, how much? How much? I remember when it cost this much. And I think part of that is age. And part of it is living in this cost of living, cost of greed crisis. But I just don't know how I'm ever going to accept, like, the fact that I went to a cafe this week, just a regular garden centre cafe, and it was a tenner for a toastie, like, or you know, like £10 for a jack of potato beans. Is it just me? Does anybody else feel the same? I'm never going to be able to accept it.
The cost of living crisis in the UK has reached an all-time high after shoppers were seen scrambling over the reduced items in a Morrison's. Now, watch very carefully, because as you can see, there's old people, there's young people, all scrambling to try and get a bargain. Now, I have never seen anything quite like this. As you can see, the Morrison's staff actually does look pretty traumatised. They've basically just sort of gone over there, grabbing people's items from each other, trying to get their bargains. Now, Now, a lot of people in the original video are basically saying that this is definitely due to the cost of living crisis because wages are at an all-time low, but supermarket food is continuing to rise. More people are now relying on food banks, especially now also the reduced items. Even companies like Tesco are now trialing new campaigns where they're giving away food for free in their Tesco Express stores after 9:30 p.m. Now, I want to see what you guys think about this. Has this always been an issue? Is this a problem in supermarkets in the UK, do you think? Because nowadays we're actually seeing the staff members actually put barriers behind these reduced items when they're reducing it because people are just so rude and grabbing them from the actual staff.
Fuck me. Lidl's even getting there now. Look at some of these fucking prices now in this place. Why is the meat in here always look fucking hanging like it's fucking been left on the shelf for a month? Look at it. I mean, look at the baghead ham now. $1.99. That used to be $1.30. Cheeky cunt. Something for the ladies. £4.29. You'd have to win the fucking lottery to afford that shite. I mean, look at that. Even the universal credit beans are 42p. They were 25 less than 12 months ago. What the fuck? I mean, look at this. This is like a snide kind of big suit. £1.20. $1.89 for a small bottle of Coke. Fuck me, you are on fucking heroin. Even the bargain basin, fucking council house meals are now $1.79 and stuff. Got my shopping for the fucking day. Fuck me, I've not been in here for a few months. They've got self-service till. Crafty bastards, you've got to scan your receipt now to stop you from half-inching from Lidl on the barrier. What the fuck?
I'm in Sainsbury's and I'm absolutely in shock at the price of this one thing in particular, right? Rob and Thieve and Get. Ovaltine, £4.30.
Exactly.
What? Have you got a light, boy? Ovaltine light. What? I can't get over it. I can't actually believe how expensive things are. Look at it. Hot chocolate, £4.50. I don't even drink this stuff, but I'm absolutely shocked. Honestly, I think I don't notice the prices because I shop online and I always know what I'm getting, right? But let me just show you this as well. £8.35 for coffee. £8.35. Kenco, £6.50 even on the nectar. Now, I know it's not just Sainsbury's. I know it's everywhere. But how the frig are people just getting by? Like, you can't even have a bit of hot chocolate or a bit of coffee without it costing the friggin' earth. Like, what the actual... I can't get over it. I can't get over tea bags. Like, since when the fuck did a cup of tea cost you £6.10? Remember back in the day, right? When you used to have a cup of tea to calm the fuck down. Now you can't even afford a cup of tea to calm the fuck down. Are you joking? I can't get over this. How the fuck are people living? Tea and coffee is what most people have in the cupboards. That's one thing people can count on, that they can have a hot cup of tea or a hot cup of coffee. Not at these fucking prices. Honestly, it's not even food I'm showing you. These are fucking drinks. Right. Look at this. £4.60 for chips. £4.60 for chips. Even the Sainsbury's ones are £2.60. Don't buy chips, right? But even junk food now, which typically used to be cheaper, right, is just extortionate. I can't get out what I'm saying. Sorry, like, but you know when you're just not used to being in a shop and looking at prices? That's what's happening today, and fuck me.
For people who live in the UK, is it just me who's experiencing this? Not only is shopping insanely expensive now, like grocery shopping, I'm not mad that it's expensive because I waste my money on so much stuff anyway. But when you go to the shops, the quality of the stuff there is just terrible. Today I wanted to buy avocados. Either they're super, super ripe or super, super unripened. I wanted to buy bananas. They're all green. Like, the quality of the produce in the shops now is not only way more expensive, but it's also rubbish quality. And then they have the nerve to gaslight me into signing up to their stupid loyalty scheme of a club card or Nectar card or whatever kind of card it is by putting in an even more ridiculous price and saying I have to sell them my data and my information just to pay a less extortionate price for some groceries to make food and survive. Brother, This, I don't know, is it just the UK? Is it everywhere in the world? Is everywhere cooked? Or is this just a UK thing? Because, boy, I'm tired of this.
The UK is absolutely finished. £9.35 for a packet of 1 kg Lurpak butter is absolutely insane. The cost of living crisis has reached an all-time high. How are people genuinely affording £9.35? We are talking nearly £10 here, people. Now, prices in supermarkets have risen by 8.7% in the last 6 months. In the previous 6 months before that, it was 6.7. When will it bloody stop? We are seeing middle-class families going to food banks. They're going to the yellow sticker section in Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrison's. Honestly, the UK is absolutely finished. I genuinely think in 2026 we will see the day where Lurpak butter is £10. I've done a little bit of research and Sainsbury's do sell the exact same one for £7.25, but I'm sorry, even £7.25 is an absolute rip-off. I genuinely don't understand how Lurpak is still in business. Who is actually buying this stuff for £9.35? I understand the butter is good, it's good quality, but I'm sorry, this is another level. Maybe I'm clutching at straws, maybe £9.35 isn't actually that bad, but I want to see what you guys think about this. Have you seen a dramatic increase in your shopping recently or not? Let me know what you think about this one in the comments.
7.2 million adults in the UK can't afford proper meals, yet we're chucking out 9.5 million tons of food a year. That's enough to feed 30 million people. Most of that waste, it never even makes it to the supermarket. Perfectly good food gets left in fields or binned because they're not pretty enough. Meanwhile, food prices are rising another 4% this year, and we're still wasting bread, milk, and vegetable like it grows on trees.
Audi, I've got questions. And I need answers. Why is the box so big and the food so small? Why is the box so big and the food is so small? This one isn't as bad as this. The box is big, the food is small. Surely this isn't right. I feel like I've been shagged. Or maybe I'm just being greedy. But I don't know. It's feeling like a bit of a shag, personally. They won't do me like this in Lidl. I'ma be real.
The UK's largest supermarkets throw away enough food for 190 million meals each year. Supermarkets are throwing away the equivalent of 190 million meals a year that could be given to the hungry. The latest data shows that Britain's top 10 chains are donating less than 9% of their surplus food for human consumption. Just 24,000 tonnes was passed on to the needy out of the 282,000 tonnes of unsold food approaching its use by or best before date. The government-backed charity Waste and Resources Action Programme said that an additional 80,000 tonnes of the leftover food would have been suitable to donate. Every 1,000 tonnes amounts to 2.4 million meals. Labour condemned the waste as a scandal, while campaigners have called for more to be done by the government to make sure that the surplus gets to those struggling with food insecurity. Daniel Zeichner, Shadow Minister for the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, said the amount of food that goes to waste is a scandal when millions of children in this country are going hungry. The government has been too slow to recognise what is happening because it has the wrong priorities. Instead of simply wishing the issue away, ministers should look at how other countries report surplus and waste, because that's what we do, because what we're doing clearly isn't working. The worst performing supermarkets were Sainsbury's and Iceland, with 3.8 and 1.7% donated respectively. Tesco, meanwhile, was top with 13.7%, while Aldi and Co-op also managed above 10%.
Households alone waste 4.7 million tonnes a year. That's like £284 a person down the drain. Wales is leading the way, aiming to halve food waste by 2025 with community fridges and groups rescuing surplus food. But this isn't just about freezing leftovers. It's about fair pay for farmers and supermarkets being held accountable. Food insecurity and food waste shouldn't be happening at the same time. It's a broken system and it needs fixing.
Trolleys full of food again. Absolutely full of food. This is insane. Now, this is not left for food banks. People said in my last video this is left for food banks to collect. No, it ain't. This is out for the rubbish. Look at all of this. Look, we got sandwiches. Tons of sandwiches. Look at all of these. Salmon sandwiches. Look. Just tons of stuff. Wraps, mushrooms, New potatoes there. They would have thrown them away because of the split in the bag. But we will save them because there's nothing wrong with them. Some herbs here. Fresh herbs. What is this? Coriander. Which we will save that too. We have got watermelon there. Mango, melon and watermelon. Try and do it without mushrooms, portobello mushrooms. That delicious. What else have we got in here? We have a nice palette of strawberries there. Look at those. Nothing wrong with those at all. Right, that's that one. Let's have a look in these. Got loads of bread and lots of bread rolls, baguettes. Look at all this bread. Whoa, it's just tons of bread. Look at this, look. Look at this bread. Nothing wrong with it. We've got croissants there, I think. Got some panacea. They are nice, actually. We're going to take those. What are those called again? I can't remember. I can't remember what they're called. Oh, there's some nice things there. Look, Danishes. I'm going to take the Danishes as well. There's a thing of refrigerated food, but I'm not going to take any of that. Lots more here, just been left out. Chicken there, pork, some sausages. There's a couple more there. Birds have been at these ones. At least the birds are eating. But that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. A lot of that can be donated to food banks and to charity. And they're just leaving it out here to rot. Right, I'm going to chuck these in the van. I'll see you guys at the next spot. Forgot this one. There's another tray here. What we got here? San Maurizio tomatoes, salads, tuna salads, potato salads, loads more, Caesar salad, pizza doughs, fresh vegetables there, broccoli, carrots and sweet corn. Save those. Extra virgin olive oil garlic bread. 2 of those. Loads of salad, look, absolutely loads. Tomatoes, new potatoes, tomatoes. Crazy, that whole thing I can take. Avocados there, spring onions. That's a hell of a tray of food. That is a nice tray of food right there. All wasted. Crazy. Right, I'm going to chuck this in a van. See you guys at the next spot.
Right, is it just me or does everybody else hate doing food shopping? Like, I go food shopping once a week at least, sometimes more. And like, I've just spent £56 which I know doesn't sound like a lot of money, but when you're on your own, you're doing it every week, it is a lot. And I just think, what on? Like, I've got one bag of shopping. Like, I know I'm eating healthier, but like, why am I spending £250 a month on food? Like, just to stay alive? Like, is it just me? Is everyone else's food shopping cost this much money? Like, why?
Cost of living crisis unpicked. So I just went to Aldi to do a top-up shop, and since when was a top-up shop £50? £50? I'm not even joking. Excuse the state of me, but I actually can't cope. Where am I going wrong? And I know I did a TikTok about this a few months ago, but where on earth am I going wrong? Food is just astronomical. It's inflated now weekly, and I'm really, really, really starting to notice it. And I didn't think it could go up any more than it did. So this is what I got for £50. It's literally nothing. Bread, squash, kitchen towel. I won't scrimp on kitchen towel because I don't want to use 100 sheets to mop up one spill or clean one window. Egg fried rice. We do normally boil our own. Adam wants to try something that he's seen on TikTok, so I don't know. Onions, because you can't buy one, you have to buy 3. So I'm going to try and use these in a lot of dinners. Some cereal. Coffee pods were £1.99 and now they're £2.09, and I think they used to be £1.79. Some Chinese style seasoning. Cupboard staples for lunches and quick dinner. Spaghetti hoops, beans, some peanut butter. 2 cans of Red Thunder. Eggs. It's actually more expensive now to make your own Yorkshire puddings than it is to buy the pre-made. £2.50 I think these were. I'll check on the receipt. Mixed herbs, strawberries. We're a family of 4 and I've got 2 girls that are on packed lunches. So I've got strawberries, bananas, oranges and kiwis. They were an impulse because they were 50% off. But I'm also going to make them into a pudding as well for a treat after dinner. Some fig rolls as a snack. Really needed these. And then literally just a few snacky bits. Nothing major, as you can see. And then in terms of dinner stuff, I needed them because we're trying to do a stir fry. Mashed potato because I can make my own, but I really CBA tonight. And then a cottage pie because my daughter had a showcase this week and it's about a 40-minute drive. It's about 40 to an hour round trip, and you have to wait in the car as well for an hour and a half while she's in there. So yeah, for convenience. And to be honest, I don't think it's much cheaper now to make your own. I know I did a TikTok on it and there is ways around it, but you've got to have the time to do it. And every week I don't have the time to do it. Some mashed potatoes, to make chips, roast potatoes, etc. This isn't like a weekly shop, this is literally a top-up shop. And some Yorkshire puddings. But yeah, I know I've showed quite a lot of hacks and tips and tricks on what to do in order to save a little bit of money. But one, if time's not really on your side, and secondly, food's continuing to rise, I just don't know what is going on. And I just want to know what you guys think.
Back in the rig after a nice little break. Anyway, time to get back to cooking my steaks. One update. We've been already noticing about Aldi and their increase in prices on the steaks. Now the steaks are getting thinner for real. Take a look at this. Steaks used to be like a ½ inch, or more thick. And now this joint is kind of like one of those Murray Steakhouse thin steaks, man. What is going on, Aldi? Let us know. Anyway, here she is, seasoned up with all the spices and herbs. And here we are. Didn't turn out too bad, but the thickness definitely should be in a taco. So, made tacos. With this job, you definitely got to be able to make lemons out of lemonade, or lemonade out of lemons. Anyway, hope y'all had a good day.
UK, Abi, is it Aldi, Lidl? What is this? What is this? Oh, what is this? Are we still going to be able to afford food at all? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bulbs of onion. 10. Small ones for that matter. What is happening now? It used to be like this. It used to be like this now. Just see it. See. See, what's happening now? Every day people keep reducing the quantity. Before you know it, now inside this bag, it's only the 1 bag of onion. Pepper, edro. These are so expensive now. Father Lord, just look at this onion. Look at, last year it wasn't like this. 2023, it wasn't like this. Gradually. I see that they keep taking out. After every 3 months, we take out 1 bag. After every 3 months, we take out 1 bag. Now see. Oh God.
Lidl, count your days. I'm not going to shout because I'm echoing here and there's people in the car next to me. But listen, count your fucking days. You were my go-to, my first love. After today, never. We are finished and over. This bag, guys. This 1 bag, £31. £31, this bag. And I never got anything that deep. All right. Bear in mind, I got this. I saw it. I needed more. £7.99. Okay. But £31. There's not even anything £31 worth of stuff in here. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. 1 bag. Ha. Jesus. Lidl, we are finished.
What the hell is going on with the prices in Lidl's at the minute? Because I am under the weather once again for the 2nd time in a few weeks. And the only thing that makes me better is Lucozade. If you know, you know. Now, I was going to get a little bottle, right? Little bottle is £1.69. Have a guess how much this one cost me. In Lidl's, but bigger, right? £1.49. Bigger bottle. Pardon me. And cheaper. But the smaller bottle was £1.69. It baffles my brains. How? Why is this one cheaper and bigger, but the other one is smaller but more expensive? I don't know. More than the cost of living crisis is going on, yeah.
Me and Ben's had to pop out and go and get some dinner because we completely forgot about dinner tonight. But we're just gonna go. But I'm gonna show you some of the prices in the supermarket currently in the UK. We're gonna go to Lidl's because we can't afford like Asda or Tesco's or anywhere like that, can we? We're not that posh.
I like Lidl's.
You know, yeah,
I
so
like
do I.
Lidl's.
And you get a club card. So let's show you some of the prices. Typical. It's raining, but here we are, Lidl's. Ben's got his reusable bag. Prices like this, £2.69 for a melon, and look how tiny they are.
The smell.
Mushrooms, £1.19 for 400 grams of mushrooms. That is absolutely crazy.
They were like 55p, literally, I don't know, last year.
Dr Pepper, £1.69 for a bottle of Dr Pepper. Absolutely mental. It used to be like £1. So if you want like a quality steak, oh, this is like grass fed though. It's £9.79, but underneath £5 for 30 days steak. I don't think that's too bad. I'm not sure.
Just need thinner.
Yeah, but it's grass fed one, Ben. There, grass fed. Oh god, look at the price there. How small it is. Want some steak?
You used to be able to get like a full-on dinner, didn't you, for a tenner?
So I was saying that Dr Pepper was like £1.69. This Coke is twice the size and £1.25. That's cheaper, Ben.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry.
So milk is obviously an essential. For a average milk, the 2.27 litres is £1.45. For that. Bloody hell. I don't think I need milk anymore. So if you just wanted to get like a lazy frozen pizza one evening, you're looking at like £2.89 for a Goodfellas pizza. These prices are mental. Imagine what they're like in like Tesco's or Asda. This is Lidl's. No way. Bottle of Coke. £2.50.
It is what it is, isn't it?
No, instead we'll go for this cheap fake cola stuff. 49p. That's loads better. And before someone says, move then, get out the UK, well, we do travel full time, but our family lives here, so we do come back here sometimes, and we are absolutely shocked by the prices every time we come back.
I'd like to know though, why would people buy a £1.85 bag when you can buy a 52p bag? That's me. Would you pay 89p for a cucumber as well? Like, I'll probably get through 2 or 3 of these a week, and it's that price.
Let me know, how much is a cucumber in your country? I just think that's extreme for what it is. A bit of water.
So, bread, it just depends what you get. So, if you're going to go for cheap, you're looking at 75p. You could be paying £1.40 for, like, Warburton's toasty, nice stuff. It just depends what price you want to go for. 74p, 5 bits, that's not bad, actually. This is all we've got in our trolley. Let's see how much it's come to. Just a bit of salad, nothing exciting.
So all that came to £19.90, and that's like a top up from our like weekly shop. We've already spent like probably 60 quid this week, and that was probably gonna do us dinner and a bit maybe for tomorrow night.
Do you know what? I'm actually shooketh to the core. I've just gone to the co-op and my mum said, can you grab some milk? So I've gone and got her a bottle of milk, and then I saw some blueberries reduced because they got out of date today. So I was like, chilling, I'll get the little one some blueberries. And then I also got some black pudding because we're having a fry up for tea. Why has it just cost me £8.50 for 3 items? Blueberries, milk and black pudding has just cost me £8.50. That's a tenner. And the blueberries were reduced. It's fucking joke. Honestly, I looked at the screen thinking, that should be 3 quid. What the fuck are you on about? What the fuck? So it's the school holidays, and as a mum, as a parent, I am scared to step out my front door because it just costs money just to leave my house now. It's getting frightening.
Aldi used to be my go-to for staying on budget. But even Aldi is creeping up in price now. Basics that used to be under £1 are now £1.50, £1.70, even £2. And that adds up really fast. This is a full shop that I did this week in Aldi, and it was just under £100. For full disclosure, we have loads of food in the freezer and in our pantry because we stockpile and our pantry building as well. So you can see I got lots of the basics, your meat, veg, frozen food, dairy, drinks, just everyday bits. How is this £100 though? And you might notice that there's not a huge amount of convenience in here. We have 3 adult children living at home, so this won't go very far. I buy the frozen food to kind of counteract takeaways so that if kids want something quick after they've gone to work, they can throw something in the air fryer. I don't want them spending their money on takeaways, and we don't want to spend money on takeaway either. But you have to keep that to a reasonable limit as well, because those convenience foods are expensive and they're not very nutritious. Page, I hope to continue to show how to use these kinds of foods to create really nice meals, but I intend to go further into meal planning, that food to make your life a little bit easier. That will help busy families balance their time between work and feeding their family. So let me know if this is something of interest to you.
After watching this first episode, I hope you have a clearer picture of the challenges Americans face with rising living costs. The important thing to realize is we're not long in stretching every dollar, cutting back and still feeling like it's never enough. Think about ways to make the most of every dollar you spend. Share your story with your friends or your community, and pay attention to tips, strategies, and insights that can help. This is just the beginning. In the next episodes, we dive deeper into how these costs are affecting everyday Americans. You can share real stories and explore a practical way to manage your budget better. Understanding the problem is the first step, and together we can find smarter ways to handle the rising cost of living. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next video. Bye.